Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Corinne and I run a blog called Slay at Home Mother. You can also find me on Instagram. Just type in Slay at Home Mother and I'll pop right up. This video is a mashup of two kitchen organization videos, one focusing on our fridge and the other focusing on our pantry. The fridge video is actually from our old house and the pantry organization video is from our new house. We moved last year. I wanted to combine these videos for some serious kitchen organization inspiration. I hope you enjoyed enough to subscribe and give it a big thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching. this is our finished fridge. I cleaned the outside completely. I also am using our magnetic divided bin for pictures, save the dates, invitations, cards, things like that. I just need to find my pen so I can put it in here so it can look really nice. I hope you guys enjoyed my fridge cleaning and organization video. I have all the products I got from the Container Store linked down in the description below. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be implementing some new organization methods and tools, organizers. I've got a bunch of different pull-out organizers that I'm going to be using, new jars, and I'm going to be taking you guys through my spice cabinet, my pantry, and under the kitchen sink, just to show you guys how I am kind of tidying things up, consolidating things, making more space, and just making it look and feel more clean. So here's my pantry. It really wasn't bad to begin with, but I feel like I could be doing better when it comes to consolidating dry goods like pasta, flour, sugar, things like that, and just making more space for myself instead of having it look a little tidy but still being cluttered. So I'm going to start off with making some labels for my spice jars, for some new jars that I got for our pantry goods, and go from there. If you don't have a Cricut and you can't make your own labels like this, you can always just use a regular like Brother label maker. I'll drop one of those in the description below, a link for one of those. Those can come really in handy, and you can also do what I've done in the past is use clear sticker paper and just type out some pretty script font on your computer and print it out onto clear sticker paper with your LaserJet printer, cut them out, and then just stick them. For my labels, I'm using my Cricut Explore Air 2 and some permanent white vinyl. And right now I am putting some labels onto our oil and vinegar oil dispensers. I bought these bottles specifically for the tops that come with them because they actually have a little piece that goes over the hole to close it so that no dust or particles can get into the oil, which I find really gross. So I'm going to link those down below as well as everything else that I include in this video. For my spice jars and then my pantry good jars, I'm going to soak those in some hot soapy water before I fill them up. I had already washed and dried the oil and vinegar bottles, but I haven't done that to these jars and bottles just yet, so I'm going to go ahead and do that in the sink so that I can label them and fill them up. You can also skip this step and just go straight through the dishwasher, but my dishwasher was full and already running when I got to this point, so I had to do it in the sink by hand, but you can always do it in the dishwasher if you have the time and space. The outside of my spice jars dried a lot faster than the inside, so I went ahead and just saved myself some time and slapped some labels on the outside and waited for the insides to dry before I filled them up with spices. For my dry goods, I mostly keep on hand pancake mix, flour, and sugar. So I decided to get some gallon clear jars with airtight lids and some scoops. I thought that would be a really cute but also efficient way to keep them. And then for my snack bins or baskets that are at the bottom of my pantry, I decided to just switch out the metal tags. I had white with black lettering. I decided black with white lettering would make them pop even more and just match a little bit better to the feel that we have going on in our kitchen right now, considering that most of our hardware and our faucet and our sink are all black. Next, I moved on to filling up our oil and vinegar bottles. This was really fun. Just make sure you have a good funnel on hand that's gonna stay sturdy and still while you're pouring. And I wouldn't, if I were you and this is your first time doing it, I wouldn't go past the part of the neck where it starts to get narrow. That's where I usually try to stop, so that way I have room to put in the stopper and I don't end up squirting oil across the room, because that has definitely happened to me before. Just putting it out there. The 3 liquids that I'm going to be putting in these bottles are olive oil, vegetable oil, and apple cider vinegar. And here's what the finished oil and vinegar bottles look like. I love the text on them, I love the labels, and I love the bottles themselves, especially the toppers that have the little closed top to the hole. Moving on to my dry goods, I'm putting everything in these gallon-sized jars with the airtight lids and putting a scoop in there. The scoops that I bought, I will link them below. They are dishwasher safe, so huge plus on that. Once the inside of my spice jars were dry, I went ahead and used a funnel and put my spices into the jars. I'm loving the way that these look, and the fact that they're all labeled and tidy and airtight is just a bonus. This orange funnel that they came with also is really cool. It's collapsible and dishwasher safe. Next, I moved on to consolidating my pastas. I had a bunch of penne, elbow, and spaghetti noodle boxes that were just taking up space, and I figured by consolidating them in some OXO containers, I would not only save myself some space, but also the visual and space clutter that they took up. So I was able to free up about 10 boxes worth of pasta in these 3 OXO containers. Look at all these boxes that were hanging out in my pantry that now are not going to be in my pantry. With cereal, my kids eat cereal every single morning, except for like maybe on Sundays we'll make some bacon and pancakes together. So I decided to get this cereal dispenser. I put weekday cereal, which is Cheerios, on the left, and then weekend cereal, Fruit Loops, on the right. These are really cool. They just twist the knob and it dispenses cereal into a bowl. Now that I had everything labeled and put together, I felt motivated to clear off the shelves and figure out where exactly I wanted to keep everything, put everything, what I wanted to get rid of, and just go through all my pantry goods and get rid of anything that was expired. For this eye level shelf, I decided to keep our pastas, the cereal dispenser, and some dry goods, the flour, pancake mix, and sugar. Behind those jars, I put the actual boxes, so I have the directions, and I also have a refill, so I know if I need to buy more of that particular dry good, it's right there behind the jar. Here is my finished pantry. I absolutely love the way that it looks. It's so much less cluttered. I feel like I can see everything, everything has its place, and it just looks so much better. Now that I was done with our pantry, I felt motivated to put all of my pretty labeled spice jars into the 2-tier organizer that we got for our cabinet right next to the stove, right next to our induction cooktop. So I started putting all those away. With these particular jars and this 2-tier set, I can put 15 jars in the bottom tier and 15 jars in the top tier, but I only needed to put 8 in the top tier because that's all I needed. And I was able to put some sauce pouches like taco seasoning and things like that behind those jars at the very top. For under our kitchen sink, I put a command hook on one of the doors so I could hang my gloves, and I decided to clear everything out, consolidate the dishwasher pods so they're all in one space in an OXO container, and start organizing. We have another 2-tier pull-out shelf that we're using. I put sponges in the top. I don't unwrap those until I'm ready to use them because they're absorbent, and I was able to put pretty much everything that we keep under the sink where it needs to go. The 2-tier organizer that we have for under our sink is really cool. You can use it the top tier on the left or the right, so you can accommodate for your garbage disposal and plumbing a little bit easier than having to buy one that fits either the right or the left. This one fits both, depending on what you need. Just turns out that the right side was the one that worked best for us. I forgot to take a before video of what our pots and pans look like under the cooktop, but this is the organizer that we installed, and we love the 2-tier system, so I'm going to link this as well. Alright, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me organize really quick our kitchen with our under the sink pot and pan organizer, pantry, and our spice cabinet. I love putting these videos together, so if there's something special that you guys want to see, please let me know in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye. Some of the items that I recently got from Amazon for some of our fresh produce, different colanders. These are really cool because they extend, so you can make them whatever length you need for your sink. I also got an apple slicer, a pineapple corer / cutter, and a grape cutter. I'm really excited about this, and it comes with a cap. I'm going to link all this in the description below. Oh yeah? I also got some other produce containers with drainage trays, and some meal prep containers for my husband Christopher / leftover containers, and these are glass. So I'm really excited about all of this. We want to try to eat healthier and cut out processed foods. Processed foods and fast food. We're eating a lot of fast food lately. I think we're just so busy. It's hard to take the time to cook a home-cooked meal without any prepping involved. What are you doing? Yeah, that's the trash. Zoe, you are so beautiful. Yeah. I am just gonna get started with cleaning these produce containers that I just bought, along with our meal prep containers and colanders and different kitchen tools that I bought that I just featured for you guys. I did a recent Amazon Live video that I'm going to link down below for you. Right now I'm emptying out my dishwasher. I'm going to take apart the meal prep containers and put them in the dishwasher and wash those. These are completely dishwasher safe. However, just as a best practices with silicone rings, you don't want to put them in the dishwasher at the highest temperature and drying cycle, just because they can warp or deform over time. Chris is going to use these meal prep containers for prepping his meals for lunches during the week, and I'm going to use them for leftovers, and I love that they are stain and odor proof. Also guys, I have a little bit of a cold, just some mucus. My kids brought in something from either the neighborhood kids or Max's school. I'm really not sure, but I've just been dealing with just a little bit of a cold. Nothing serious, no fever, but that's why my voice sounds kind of nasally right now, so I apologize.
I was worried you blow my reputation, but I figured it's not on me. Yeah. The way you're making me shiver, your hands on myself, I keep pulling the trigger, right? Just wear a finger for people like them. Oh, no. Well, darling, on my mind, I'm feeling so fly up in the zone now. I'm like a golden crown, whirling high up in the sky, oh. It's the way you make me feel so good, feel so good right now. It's the way you make me feel so good, oh.
These pink colanders here I am so excited about. 1, because they're pink. 2, because you can expand them. And 3, because they
are dishwasher safe. I always love when something's dishwasher safe because it saves me cleaning time. I think this is only the second cleaning video I've done in the new house. I think, you know, once we had Zoe and we moved, it was just a whirlwind. And then, you know, the pandemic hit and things just got really crazy, and trying to adjust not only to a move in a new house in a new neighborhood, but 3 kids and then schooling and work and just trying to figure everything out virtually was just kind of crazy. So I plan on doing more cleaning videos here in the future. It's just been really hard to just work these back into my schedule, but I love doing these. I find them motivating. I hope you guys find them motivating too. If you do, please leave a comment below and let me know so that I know to make more.
No, no, no. The way you make it, and you drink me like liquor, keep painting the picture, alright. No, I don't care much for people like them. Oh, no, no. But darling, on my mind, I'm feeling so fly up in the zone now. I'm like a golden crown, whirling high up in the sky. Oh, it's the way you...
Next up, I'm going to hand wash the produce containers that cannot go in the dishwasher, and to do that, I'm going to clean out the sink first. This really bothers me. This sink is so gross, so I'm just going to wipe everything down with a sponge and clean all the walls, the tub, and the drain. And I'm just using hot water and regular dish soap for this. I have some new Scrub Daddy sponges that I've been wanting to try. I've been seeing them all over TikTok and I'm so excited about them. They're coming in the mail later today, so you'll see that in this video as well. But for now, I'm just using up the pink Scotch-Brite sponges that I've been holding on to that need to be retired. I also love using Dawn Power Wash for the sink grate to clean it because there's so many different grooves and angles within the sink grate that sometimes it gets really grimy if you don't wash it for a week. So that's something that you could try if you're having trouble getting any kind of food or debris off of your sink grate.
Make me feel so good, feel so good right now. It's the way you make me feel so good. Oh.
For these produce containers, I'm excited to use them for peppers, celery, things like that. I have a nice bougie garden, a vertical indoor garden. I have a lettuce grow farm stand. I'm going to link the video, my most recent video for you guys down in the description below, so check that out. But I have lots of fruits and vegetables that I'm going to need to store and use in recipes here soon. So I'm really excited to use these containers. And these divided produce containers are probably my favorite because they have a drain valve at the very bottom. So if you need to drain any kind of moisture from the container without having to empty it out, you can. It's just, they're amazing. Plus they have partitions and dividers, and you can just really set it up to however you need it. While I'm giving these a good wash, I'm going to tell you, we're trying to go into a healthier eating lifestyle. We are eating a lot of takeout, a lot of fast food, a lot of processed foods, and I'm trying to get away from that. And our daughter Zoe might also have a nut allergy. We can't get into the doctor, the allergist, until the middle of June, or the middle of July, which I'm not excited about. I don't like waiting so long. We've already been waiting so long to get in. It didn't take this long when I had the boys. I'm not sure, maybe it's just, you know, the pandemic and whatnot, but we might have to do some serious dietary changes on top of wanting to change our diet if she does have a nut allergy, because it's going to be really hard to only feed, you know, her a no nut diet and not everyone else. So we'll have to see. If you guys have any kind of nut allergy tips for me, leave them in the comments below. I would love to read them. I'd love to hear them. I could use all the help I could get right now, especially not being at the allergist. I don't know what I'm going to deal with. I don't know what's going to go on, what's going to happen, where to shop, what good foods I could get for her that are still, you know, full of protein. Just let me know, and I'd love to hear what you guys think, especially if you have experience with a child that has a nut allergy and the rest of your kids don't. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Regardless, fruits and vegetables are pretty safe for us, so we haven't seen any reactions from Zoe with those, so I know that's a safe bet. So I am just excited to start eating a little healthier and eliminate that fast food diet that we have going on right now. I think we've been relying on fast food a lot because we're both so busy. it just gets hard to cook a good meal. But I think by prepping and getting the right tools and containers and just really staying focused on it together, we can make it happen. I have faith in us. I know we can do it.
So wrap your arms around me like a borderline. Our fortress in the jungle, baby, we're alright. We don't care much for people like them. We don't care much for people like them. But darling, on my mind, I'm feeling so fly up in the zone now. I'm like a golden crown, whirling high up in the sky. Oh, it's the way you make me feel so good right now. It's the way you make me feel so good. Oh.
So recently I got a subscription to Thrive Market, and part of like going gluten-free and nut-free, possibly, we're just going to go ahead and try some snacks in the meantime, just to, you know, if this is going to be our new lifestyle, we might as well just go ahead and try it, right? Couldn't hurt anything. So we are, we're going to try Thrive Market. I'm going to link it in the description below for you guys. But in the meantime, I do still want to eat the rest of our food. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and use up the food that we already have. And I'm going to make a dish for dinner called Everything Mac. I call it Everything Mac because it has a little bit of everything in it. Basically, it's just some hot dogs, macaroni and cheese with frozen vegetables, and I'll show you what that looks like. Basically what I do is pour a box of pasta in there, some macaroni and cheese. I'm using just the Walmart white cheddar and black pepper and some frozen vegetables, and I boil them all together for about 10 minutes and then drain it, put in the cheese sauce, and then cut up some hot dogs to go on top, and it's got a little bit of everything in it, so I call it Everything Mac.
Put your hands on my back, boy. Lead me to the...
I love watching Zoe in the background just like trying to lay on that pillow that I keep in the mudroom, or like tearing stuff up and moving the boots all around the place. I love her so much. While I'm cutting up the hot dogs for the kids' bowls, the boys are outside playing with the kids in the neighborhood. I love our neighborhood. I love the kids in our neighborhood. I think everyone just gets along, and I'm really lucky in that regard because in our last neighborhood, it wasn't a whole lot of kids, and the kids that were in the neighborhood weren't very nice. So it's nice to just have a good family-oriented neighborhood with a little playground, and just everyone gets along. So I'm really, really appreciative of that. A little story about the hot dogs. My oldest son, Max, who's 11, has sensory processing disorder, and some textures with foods get to him. So like the skin on the hot dogs kind of gets to him, but his occupational therapist said if we could work on eating even just a few small pieces of hot dogs with the skin, just to, like, you know, over time, just try it out. Giving him the same amount that I would normally give him, but I'm only asking him to eat about 3 or 4 slices. Sometimes it's not as difficult sensory-wise for him. Other days it's pretty difficult. So it's just something that we're constantly working on and trying. Zoe is so adorable. When she eats, she nods her head and, like, you know, sways back and forth. She's so adorable. And the boys are getting so big. If you guys watch my old cleaning videos, you can probably see like the difference in a year or two from me filming cleaning videos. I can't believe how big they're getting. It's just, it blows my mind.
Wrap your arms around me, boy. Give me all the comfort that I crave, and I will follow you anywhere, anywhere you go. I'll follow you, follow you. I will follow you anywhere, anywhere you go. I'll follow you.
Now that dinner is over, I sent the boys back outside because it is like 70 degrees here in Michigan, which is unheard of right now, so I am sending them outside to enjoy the rest of the day, and I am moving the clean produce container so I can do some dishes. This pan, because I cooked hot dogs in it, I find it's best if I just go ahead and clean it right away instead of letting it soak in the sink or washing it later in the dishwasher. It just does best if I just give it a good scrub. And this cleaning brush for dishes, I love it. I think the brand is Full Circle. I will link it in the description below for you guys. It is like the best scrubber ever.
Follow you. Put your lips against my boy, 'cause I have lost a little bit of faith. I got lost in the darkness. Now I count on you to set me straight. I will
Now that these produce containers are mostly dry, I'm just going to put them together, put them away, and clear off the counters.
follow you anywhere, anywhere you go. I'll follow you, follow you. I will follow you anywhere, anywhere you go. I'll follow you, I'll follow you.
I'm going to speed really quick through this one, but I'm just going to take the rest of the meal prep containers apart so that I can wash them in the dishwasher with the rest of the dishes later. And before I clean up the kitchen, I just want to show you what kind of mess I'm dealing with here. Lately, Zoe likes to eat just plain tortillas, but sometimes she just gets done halfway through and she throws them on the floor because she's a peach. So I need to pick that up, but this is what underneath the high chair and the high chair looks like after she's done eating. I actually took her dress completely off because she got cheese sauce on it, so I need to get some bibs that fit her a little bit better now that she's bigger. That way it's not food's not falling in her lap. The kitchen floor is the very last thing that I clean at the end of the night though. So I'm just going to leave this mess here, and then I'm going to gradually work my way over to it. So I'm going to clean off the counters first. It's just like when you clean out your car, you want to dust the dashboard and all the vents and everything first so that any dust or debris or dirt falls onto the floor. And then you clean the seats, and then you clean the carpet very last because everything's been falling on the floor, right? So same thing, I'm cleaning off the counters, the kitchen, the table, and then lastly I'll be doing the floors. My Scrub Daddy sponges came in the mail today, same day. This is all filmed on the same day. So I'm gonna try them out on the kitchen counters, the high chair, the table. I gotta say, I love these things. They're such great scrubbers, and they're so thick. They do such a great job at just about anything I've tried them on. Zoe's high chair, by the way, needed a really good scrubbing. It's been about a week since I really scrubbed it down, so I'm just getting all the nooks and crannies and corners with some hot soapy water and a Scrub Daddy sponge. Because my ozone sprayer needed to charge, and I didn't realize it needed to charge, I couldn't use it, so I went ahead and plugged in my Force of Nature beaker, put in some water and one of their capsules, which is salt and vinegar, And once it electrolyzes in the electrolyzer, it creates hypochlorous acid, which is a non-toxic chlorine-based cleaner. It's completely non-toxic, and it is on the EPA's list N. I absolutely love this cleaner. I have a discount code in the description below for you guys if you're interested. Highly recommend this cleaner. I have Petri dish tested it. I have tested it on just about every single surface: glass, stainless steel, kitchen counters, everything, and it works amazing. And if you want to completely disinfect a surface, you need to leave the surface wet for 10 minutes. I feel like that's important to note because I know a lot of people spray a surface and they wipe it really quick, and that's not long enough to disinfect, and even Clorox takes 10 minutes to disinfect. So I'm just putting that out there so you guys know if you really do want to use it as a disinfectant, you need to leave the surface wet and spray it down for 10 minutes.
You came along, couldn't look away. Somehow you turned my life completely upside down. And since you've been gone, there's no peace of mind. Foolish heart and healing thought I would be fine. No matter where I lay my head, another town, another bed. No matter what I do, I'm still gonna be dreaming of you. No matter who I try to love, it's always you I'm thinking of. Try to close my eyes, but then I hear you call. Yeah, your perfume that I still can sense. But every time I think these scars about to mend. No matter where I lay my head, another town, another bed.
Kids are finally in bed. I just laid down. Zoe and Jackson. Max, my 11-year-old, has been asleep. So now I'm going to get started on another load of dishes, hand wash Zoe's tray, do the kitchen floor, clean up the living room, and tidy up the spare bathroom downstairs. I think that's all I'm gonna have time to do for this video, but if I can, I'll slip some more stuff, slip some more cleaning duties in, but I think that's all I'm gonna have time for today. Alright, so now another hour has passed. I'm going to empty out the dishwasher and put in the rest of the dishes for our dishwasher to run a load and get to cleaning the rest of the kitchen. I'll go ahead and let you guys know my camera has been having some autofocus issues and some overheating issues, so I'm actually not going to be able to show you guys cleaning up the living room today because my camera overheated twice while filming this today. So I'm just over it, I'm done, but my video is still almost 30 minutes long, so I still think that's a good achievement for getting back in the cleaning videos.
Nobody got the magic touch. How you made my heart rush. Why is that so hard to find? Nothing better than your kiss. Something that I can't resist. Can't forget the nights you were mine. Oh, no, no. Oh, no, no. Still gonna be dreaming of you. for me. Isn't it my birthday yet? Cause I gotta say, you're looking like a gift for me. Wrapped up nice and neat, baby. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. Cause I got the system.
And while the dishwasher is running, I'm going to go ahead and clean off Zoe's high chair and use my Scrub Daddy sponge. This thing is so cool. I really love it. The pack that I got on Amazon had pink and red sponges all together, and I think 5 or 6 came in the pack.
You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love.
I recently got this tool on Amazon. I wanted to try it out for our tile grout in our kitchen because we have textured tile grout. Is life-proof tile floors from Home Depot, and I didn't realize how difficult these were going to be to clean until my kids started like dropping food on them. I would say about 90% of whatever is stuck in between the grout comes up with this thing, and then the other 10% doesn't. So I think it does a pretty good job. So once I got some of the grout spills out, I am just filling up my Bissell Crosswave tank and putting that in, and I'm going to use my corded Bissell Crosswave. I did a lot of research before I bought my corded Bissell, and I found that the corded version just had better reviews than the cordless. So, and it was $150 cheaper, which was always a nice win. So I decided to grab that one, and I like it. I think it works really great. I knew that a regular, like I had the O cedar ring mop, and that just, you know, this flooring, it's so textured, it just tore that up. So I needed something a little more heavy duty, which is what this is, and I really love it. Highly recommend.
Morning breakfast with my bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list of the things I love, love, love. You could be the one I trust. All the second chances, they are nothing for us. I like it all with the cherry on top. Be one of the things I love. We don't have to move so fast, baby. I will show you how you can catch my vibe. And right away, got so much time looping in the blurry lights. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. Cause I got the system of favorite things.
Now it's time to move the stools, chairs, and high chairs so I can get at this crazy food mess that's all over the floor.
You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with my bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list of the things I love, love, love. You could be the one I trust. All the second chances, they are nothing for us. I like it all with the cherry on top. Be one of the things I love. The things I love, the things I love, the things I love, 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 love. The things I love, the things I love. Be one of the things I love. The things I love, the things I love, the things I love, 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 love. The things I love, the things I love. Cause I got the system of favorite things. You could be the part where it all begins.
To clean the roller brush on my Bissell Crosswave, I just take some water in a mason jar and I just run it in the tray and lean it back so that way it just spins through, and then I empty the tank.
Be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with my bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top.
I hope you guys appreciated this video. I hope it gave you some serious cleaning inspiration and help motivate you to clean your own home. I love making these videos. If you like them too, please leave a comment below and let me know. Hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching and all of your support.